Welcome to Suffolk Freemasons' free and accepted podcast, where we hope to inform, educate, and entertain. Welcome to another edition of Free and Accepted Podcasts, Suffolk Province's own podcast service. I'm Mark Jepson. With me, my co-host,
Roger Corster.
Roger, hello. Nice to see you again. We have two guests with us at the moment
today.
Paul, if you'd like to introduce yourself.
Paul Rackham, APGM designator. Tomorrow I will get installed as the APGM 1 in Suffolk.
Number one. And
Charlie Leno, provincial membership officer.
welcome to you both. I think this is the first podcast for both of you, isn't it?
Yeah, podcast virgins.
Yes.
First time. Never forget it.
And we and you've got the PGM overlooking this just to make sure.
Yeah.
Paul, you were the provincial mentor. You've got a huge experience and made a huge contribution to Suffolk province. So it must be a real honour to be asked to become the new APGM.
Yeah, it's a great honour to be given that role, especially after a number of years that I've been working in that team and now to try and run it and reshape it, because obviously it's gone down the same path for a number of years. So we're going to try and make a few changes.
Yeah. Looking forward to tomorrow?
Yeah, I'm nervous. I'm nervous about tomorrow because I don't know what to expect. There's no guidebook into what is expected of me. I'll turn up and do as you tell.
Well, I'm sure Paul Denman will sort the go day. And just
Do I finally meet it?
yeah,
But by the time this podcast goes out, you'd have been probably a APGM number one. There were two of you in the province, but you'd have been probably...
In fairness, the number one is just the email address as well.
Yeah.
So Ralph will always be sending it to me out of my respect for him.
Yes, well, that's very kind of you. Charlie, you are the membership officer for the province. We're part of the same team under Paul. It's wrong to say that there have just been some changes over the last few weeks, haven't there? And
certainly since that was announced that Paul's got the APGM, it's been about 6 weeks now and really busy, and we had a lot of good teamwork. And it's really so much enthusiasm. I'm really looking forward to the forthcoming year.
because you've probably got one of the toughest jobs in the province.
You can tell that, but boy, it is. Yeah, it is tough. But so far this year, our numbers are it's going the right way. We're up 11 members, and it's looking like by the end of the year we should have another 45 initiates. And there's not very many resignations expected. So by the end of the year, it's looking good, and just fingers crossed.
Because you've done which is really good, you've done a survey to all the lodges, and we would encourage those lodges who haven't actually replied to you to reply, so you can forecast how the picture looks.
Yeah, this is something the PGM has asked for, to forecast what our numbers will be. And that is quite an easy thing to do, to do the Microsoft forms. And it really takes about 4 minutes to complete. So this gives us so much information.
What is your role as a membership officer? Obviously, it's to encourage people to join and stay in, but there's obviously more to that than that.
Oh, good. And there's with the provincial mentor as well, there's such a crossover as well. It's not just getting the members in, but it's actually looking after the members when they become a member, make sure they're happy. But that's maybe the mentor's role, but we work together very closely.
Yeah.
And I've worked closely with Paul over the last 18 months, but since I've been a membership officer. But this year we are trying to promote that everybody talks freely about Freemasonry and for everybody to be a membership officer to encourage people to join us. And I think that is our best promoter of Freemasonry is the brethren themselves.
Because what I think is really important, that if you are any member of any lodge, but particularly if you're more experienced, if you're at a lodge meeting and you see a younger member or a visitor standing there and looking a little bit forlorn and, well, nobody's talking to me, that's the time when you take ownership of your lodge, and you go and speak to these people and encourage them.
Most certainly, yeah. If I ever see anybody alone, they're not alone for long, because I don't chat to them, because it's not honest, and some people may find it difficult to talk to others. My wife often says I'll talk to anybody, so yeah.
And Paul, you were the provincial mentor. Now that's been passed on to Mark Hawes.
Yeah, Mark Hawes will be very, very, very capable. But the thing is, I was working alongside Mark as part of my succession plan. Obviously, didn't know I was going to end up with APGM, but when they kicked me out the other side, I thought I need someone to take over. So Mark has worked alongside me, and actually I had a conversation with basically what we're talking about now yesterday, that when he's at a lodge meeting, now as the mentor, don't sit at the front, go out with the candidates, sit amongst the new guys, be part of that, show them who you are. Also, if you go out in a lower degree, with a fellow craftsman and apprentices, go out, that'll be your chance to meet them and the lodge mentor.
Yeah.
Don't let anyone be alone. That's with my biggest gripe with mentor was going to a lodge and seeing the new guy sat there on his own.
Because we have got coming up at the Mentoring and Membership Conference on the 27th of September.
That's right, 27th of September has in Barry. This is a different time of the year for us, because in the past it's been held in May, but we felt it's the end of the season in May time and people are probably not so keen, so we thought we'd go to the start of the season. So we're trying to set down that. And so far we had a very good response. And we're hoping to put ideas that is in the members' pathway, but in a separate way. So large membership officers and mentors know what their job is. Because some, actually, I've had these people come up to me and say, don't really know what I'm supposed to be doing. So we produce guides, and so hopefully they'll find these useful.
So is this meeting open to more than just the mentor of the lodge? Or?
Yeah, it's open to mentors, membership officers, secretaries, and anybody who feels an interest.
Anyone who wants to show an interest.
And if they're interested, where do they find the application to?
The advertisers are on Facebook, or they have been the lodge secretary as well. And he's emailed the membership officer mentors.
And so both your roles as mentor and membership officer, are these going to roll into the chapter as well?
I think, Provincial Grand Master there's plans to go forward. At the moment, we haven't been told, but yes, we're one organisation. So when we're out there beating the drum for craft, we obviously still promote Holy or Arch. Try and encourage people to join there.
And you've got, Charlie, for membership, you've got lots more or new material for us to hand out.
Yeah, getting very excited, to be honest, Mark. We've got roll-up banners, we've got counter displays. Everyone's hopefully seen the QR code business cards that I was promoting last year. We've had a lot more of those printed. These will be in the counter displays for non-Masons to pick up. We've got these banners in the centres, so that the centres that are used for other things, such as blood transfusion, wedding,
PSA testing.
So you get members of the public coming into our centres, they'll see this and they can become a Mason. And how to apply.
Going forward, by the end of this seminar, even the people who don't attend will try and get to. We want the lodges to realise we're here for them, to help them, encourage them. Even yourself, Mark, with your comms team, there's stuff you can do for lodge. That's always been a very much as an them scenario with some of the lodges. The province doesn't do this for us well. I'll tell you what, we're here, we'll do it for you, but you come to us and tell us what you need. So we'll make it happen.
And you're introducing a charter for the people under your portfolio to go to the lodges to say, this is what we can do for you, but this is what you can do for us.
Yeah. So equally, we'll do stuff for them, but they've got to give us the information. It's no good after the event saying, we didn't get any help from the province. I've been the mentor for a number of years. I've dealt with them scenarios where they come back and say, the province didn't help us. Well, actually, we would have done, but you didn't tell us.
And I think, Roger, you're heavily involved with the Ipswich setup. It's incumbent on those centres to do what they can themselves, but with our support.
Yeah, much so. And also they need to communicate up as well as within their own team.
I worked with Roger before and he's come to me and we've dealt with the problems pretty quickly because Roger's very proactive and coming to me. So we've dealt with them there and then, haven't we?
Yeah, no good push them under the carpet. You need to deal with the problems because they can knock on to other problems within the lodge. You've only got to have, unfortunately, one bad apple that can turn the whole barrel sour. And if we can get on top of that and help the person get them forward, that worked for well.
So what challenges the PGM set you then, Charlie, in terms of membership? Is there a percentage or number that he would like you to see?
Yeah,
increase?
it's the 1% growth, but it's 1% year on year annual growth. We've not beaten it quite, but at the end of the year, hopefully we will be there and thereabouts.
Yeah. And I think it comes back to this point, isn't it? It's not just you, me, Paul as the APGM, Mark Hawes and others. It's the whole lodge as a setup. Well, if we get them into the lodge, it's about keeping them, isn't it?
Exactly right. Well, I think we've found ourselves, you need teamwork. And we need teamwork at problem setting, but you also need teamwork at Lodge Bedford as well.
Yeah.
And we're also moving the blue table events, because if a lodge hasn't got any candidates, well, we're asking, we've been help them do blue table events and encourage the members to introduce people to Freemasons.
I mean, we were talking about this only a few months ago, weren't we, about the table going along and supporting the lodges, because we've done ones in the past that have been very, very successful. My own lodge did one and we ended up with 6 candidates.
Yeah, I mean, they are a useful tool. I mean, that is going back. And we're not miles away from where we need to be in ideas, but all we're doing is working on the same ideas, but some of them will bring back, like the blue table events. Well, there was one lodge in particular had no candidates at a blue table event, and from that one event, 5 initiatives.
Yeah,
so it turned their work around.
Mm. Describe what is a blue table event? Somebody listening to this podcast goes, what's a blue table event?
Blue table is for Masons to invite other men to that lodge. You have either blue table or white table. White table is where you invite your partner or lady along as well. But we're encouraged with blue table because we want men to join the lodge for it.
But is that after? So is that just for the meal, or is that just so people really understand?
There's 2 ways to do it. I mean, obviously, you can have a meeting where you just invite people to come for the meal afterwards, or you can dedicate that evening to recruitment. So you'll open the lodge, then close the lodge and invite the people in and give a talk on Freemasonry, that lodge and the aims and the goals of that particular lodge, or a group of lodges if they decide to do it as centre.
I think the secret on that as well, if once you bring in technical candidates into a lodge, is to have the right, correct people speaking about the right things, because you don't want to bore them, but at the same time want to show them what we do and what's aid there, well, charity, etc.
Well, the thing is, there's obviously a reason why we all love it, and you can tell people all day long why, but them coming and see a little bit of it, the camaraderie and the festive ball.
Yeah.
Some people are the universal side of stuff and to sit in the lodge and the regimented side of it. Other people like the social side, so let them come in and see as much as we can.
Yeah.
Throughout the few little secrets there is.
Yeah. How do they get hold of you, Charlie, and how do they get hold of you, Paul?
Well, we've got email. We've got business cards, so with all the details on as well.
So your email address is
membership at Suffolk Freemasons.
As of tomorrow, I will my phone number. I'm available 24 hours a day, 365 days a week. I don't sleep. My phone number will be available. My email is apgm1@suffolkfreemasons.com.
And we'll have that on your T-shirt.
I won't be wearing a T-shirt.
Well, for Charlie, and what we need to do is do a sponsorship. Raise some money for the festival.
I was told I wasn't allowed to sweat on it. We'll leave the T-shirt there.
Well, I think on that note, gentlemen, thank you very much. Paul, by the time this goes out, you will be APGM1, but good luck for tomorrow. Charlie, good luck with everything that you're doing.
And I give my warm congratulations on your motion. And I do look forward to tomorrow and seeing you go in there.
Thank you.
Lovely. Thank you very much. Thank you for joining us on another free and accepted podcast. Please like and subscribe to our Suffolk Freemasons YouTube channel.